guys, Jenna here, peer recovery coach for Samaritan Way, and I'm here to answer some of those fancy questions you guys wanted to ask us. So let's get started. What does a recovery coach actually do? A peer recovery coach is an individual with lived experience, and we just come alongside those who are learning to navigate early substance use and just be an added support. Maybe it's connecting them to resources, maybe it's just an ear to listen. Sometimes it's attending those really tough court hearings or CPS cases, whatever it might be. I'm just a peer support. How is a recovery coach different from a sponsor or a therapist? A recovery coach, again, we go back to that portion of lived experience. We are not a therapist. We are not here to diagnose you, or we're just a coach. So I'm just an extra added support. A sponsor helps you work the steps for NA or AA, so it's kind of tailored a little bit more to that. What's the hardest part about being a recovery coach? For me, it was learning not to work harder than the individual. It's really difficult as a coach. I wanted to be what I needed, and some people aren't in that same space, so it's really difficult to not just want to jump in and be a fixer. For me, that is probably one of the hardest parts about being a recovery coach, but you learn in time. One of the things people misunderstand about recovery coaching, we go back, they think that we're a sponsor, they think that we're a therapist. It's definitely, we're our own jam. So that's a little bit one of the misunderstandings. What do you tell someone who feels like giving up? Keep showing up. For me, that was where my freedom started. I recognized that even showing up in the tough stuff was where I gained a lot of my strength and took a lot of my own self back. How do you help people with cravings or triggers? For me, I like to find individuals' own coping skills, things that they love to do, things that make them feel centered, and kind of like personally tailor them to individuals. For me, a lot of it was emotional triggers, and so working through what the trigger is with that person and trying to match a coping skill that kind of meets their individual needs with them. What's your favorite coping skill or grounding technique? Mine is cooking and music. Music therapy is huge for me. Cooking allows me to be creative. It allows me to be in control. And I'm able to share those things that I make and bake with my community. What's your go-to piece of advice for someone new in recovery? We are not our past mistakes. Be accountable, but don't hold yourself to the mistakes you made out of survival, and keep showing up. How can loved ones support someone in recovery the right way? Don't do it for them. Come alongside them. Don't forget to highlight the things that they are doing right in the beginning. Sometimes it's difficult when we've created a lot of chaos and mess in our addiction, but remembering to just be graceful with each other. What inspired you to become a recovery coach? I wanted to be what I needed in my own substance use. For me, that was continuously being in and out of the system and acquiring 4 felonies. So today I get to help other individuals navigate that portion of their recovery. What's one success story you'll never forget? Kate Ann, and she's here with us every day. She shows up at Samaritan, and she was the equivalent of continuously showing up and allowing me to meet her where she's at. And today I get to see her shine and show up at Samaritan and lead others in the same way. What's a recovery phrase you hear all the time that makes you laugh? It's a true one. But I remember hearing it a long time ago at the NA tables when I first started showing up, and it was your addiction's in the parking lot doing push-ups, waiting on you. And I laugh because it's very true today. What is something people say in recovery meetings that always hits home? You keep what you have by giving it away. And I recognize that it wasn't just always physical stuff. Sometimes that's support and love and grace. What's the funniest excuse you've ever heard for missing a meeting or a dirty drop? Goodness, I had a million of them. My favorites, it must have been the person I was with the night before. That's probably one of my faves. What's a recovery phrase you find yourself saying the most? I think I have a lot of them. I think one of my favorites is you keep what you have by giving it away. Keep showing up, keep coming back. It's meeting you where you're at. If you could tell your past self one thing about recovery, what would it be? It's not always going to be like that. that if you keep showing up and you keep putting the work in, that there's hope and there's joy, and it might be messy, but it's worth it. And what does hope mean to you? I laugh. It's everything. It's why I'm here. It means second chances. It means forgiveness. It means grace. It means love. Hope is that place out of the dark place that we put ourselves. And for that's my higher power. So that concludes the questions that we have. If you guys have more questions, send them on in to us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.